against his team last year. I think the Deaton girl, she shot absolutely lights out. And they put one to us, and then the year before that, I think again West Washington got real hot in the fourth quarter. So hopefully Eastern looking to get back in the win column against this West Washington team. Both teams coming off pretty tough losses this week. For West Washington, they had just a tough game against Orleans. Again, one of the top teams in the state. I think they're number 7. I might have to double check that one. Again, ranked way up there. The Austin girls are just really solid. Just talking with fans today, they were just saying how solid they are. West Washington coming off a tough loss tonight. And then last weekend, coming off a tough loss at Henryville, 46-43, Henryville, to give them their 4th and 5th loss in the year. So West Washington have been playing pretty hot, had 6 wins in a row after starting the season with a tough loss. Eastern and West Washington, pretty similar schedules. We both played Christian Academy, both played Salem, both played Henryville. We're getting ready to see Orleans later on this week. So pretty similar matchups for both teams. Meanwhile, the Musketeers coming off just a really tough loss up at Southwestern. Again, just really never able to get it going. A 3-point loss up in that game. Have been playing some really solid basketball really to start this year. Eastern coming in at 6-2. I think they're currently ranked number 10 in 2A. So I know that Coach Drew's going to have these girls ready to get back in the win column and really just kind of make sure we're making a statement in the county. Obviously, we played Salem a few weeks ago and able to come out. So to come out and kind of win the county season games, it's going to, again, just be another statement for these girls. Just say, hey, we're ready to go and kind of make a statement about how we play. Should be looking forward to a good match. Again, last couple of years, they've both been really good basketball games. Even last year, we were probably the favorite going into that game, and West Washington played us tough down to the end, and Deaton has a really nice night and able to get one over on us. So we'll see how tonight goes. I'm sure that they're going to be just pitching and ready to play and be ready to go. I know that for girls, it's always a little for any of our high school athletes, they're coming into Christmas break, and a lot of them just got one more day at school before they're getting ready to get a layoff. What kind of energy are you going to expect from them? I know they're tired, and young girls have finals and all that kind of stuff. So I'm curious to see kind of what the energy tone is going to be to start this contest. Again, two very different teams as far as approaches to the game. West Washington, a team that's going to try to, they score in the 40s, like a little bit slower, controlled pace offensively. I've seen them a couple times and really just try to possess the basketball, really take their time, waiting until they get a good shot. Clearly, Coach Messamore's message is, hey, just make sure we're getting good shots each and every time down the floor. Really not looking to get in a huge hurry. Obviously, they are going to be led there by Jayla Batt, coming in averaging about 21 points and 10 rebounds a game. It's going to be crucial for Eastern to make a statement with her and make sure that if she knows that she's going to get contact every single play, she's going to get a hand on her every single play. She's going to make sure she's matched up, and we got to make sure that every shot for her is a tough one, and that she's not going to be able to just have her way tonight. She's assisted there by Adele Brown, coming in about 8 points and 5 rebounds a game. Adele and her, again, that's 31 or almost 30 of their 40-some points. So there's 1-2 punch there. We'll see kind of what they're going to do. Are they going to be able to play the tempo? I know Eastern is going to try to push that tempo. They're going to press. They're going to kind of get up and down and get moving and be ready to go. We'll see if they're going to be able to handle that. I don't know. I'm sure Orleans did a little bit of pressing. I'm sure Henryville did a little bit of pressing. I don't know who on their schedule is pressed them much, but I know that we're going to try to get after it. Eastern's played several different defenses so far this year. Really had some success in the full court and had some success in that 1-2-2 trap in the half court. Again, kind of being led there just by our deflections and our steals, and then can we turn those into some easy points? So again, we'll see how West Washington's going to handle this tonight. West Washington, not a very big team, so coming in, tallest player, Jayla Batt at 5'10". They got a lot of 5'7", 5'8", so we kind of match up about the same. Eastern, our whole team's a whole lot of 5'6", 5'7", 5'8" girls. I think we brought her listed at 6 foot, and so size, I think we're pretty evenly matched. I would have to say that the overall athleticism, I'd probably give the nod to the Musketeers. just a little bit more experience and just a little more athleticism. West Washington's coming in. They've got four seniors, three juniors, two juniors. I'm sorry, five seniors and two juniors. They do have one. They had one senior. The Deacon girl ended up getting hurt early in the season. I think she's out for the year. That's why I counted wrong. So both teams have some experience, or they got some experience. But I think you've just seen this Eastern team. They've just played a little higher level. So I expect them to come out and take care of business tonight. But you never know. It's a county game. It's a rivalry game. It's going into Christmas break game. You just kind of never know what's going on. Meanwhile, for the Musketeers, talk a little bit about some stats from the Musketeers coming in at 6-2. Like I said, number 10 and 2A. Looks like they're being led by Addie Smith and Sydney Burton. Addie's coming in at 11 points and two rebounds a game. Burton's coming in at 11 points and 8 rebounds a game. Hunter's chipping in 8.5 points and 3 rebounds. Avery's averaging 4.5 points a game. Bailey Robbins at 5.3. She's back and healthy and ready to go. Liza Stair at 4 points a game. Bailey Trainer at 5.8 points a game. We just got one of those teams, and I've said it before on the radio. We do a pretty nice job of staying balanced and being pretty unselfish. I don't know that any of our girls really care who gets the ball and who gets the bucket. I think they just want to make sure that we're getting good shots. They've done a good job so far, especially in our full court. That just whoever gets the deflection, whoever gets that steal, let's just keep looking ahead and reward the person who's going to run the floor. So many of our bigs get those easy points just from running the floor and getting that easy bucket. Addie and Avery just getting their hands on about everything. Robinson's just a fantastic job getting deflection. So how many easy points can we get tonight against this West Washington team? And how hard are we going to make it for Jay Labatt? I have to think for West Washington, they've got to decide who else is going to step up. Bat she cannot win this game by herself. She's extremely talented. She's a fantastic shooter, handles the ball well, moves well. But who's going to step in and help her out tonight offensively? Who's going to be able to step in defensively? We'll be curious to see how we kind of attack them defensively. I know that West Washington doesn't play a ton of zone, but, that's all we've seen pretty much all year. So I'm not going to be surprised if West Washington pulls out of zone. One, just kind of keep their players out of foul trouble, but two, that seems to be probably the weapon that's hurt us the most. For Eastern, can we make some shots? So I know we got several girls that are capable of stepping in and make those shots. It's just, can we do this consistently? Can we beat that zone, get that open look while still utilizing our inside presence? So again, looking forward to tonight's game. Again, there's all kinds of good storylines here. Just like to see. You like to see county rivalry games. They're always just a little added bonus for these players. Meanwhile, we've got all kinds of games in action tonight. We'll go through a couple of them from the area. Crawford County's playing at Lanesville. Crawford's playing some really good basketball right now. Floyd Central playing at Seymour. Seymour really struggling. Floyd playing really well. Be curious to see the outcome out of that game. Jennings County Madison, there's a big showdown. I think both of them are top 10 teams in 3A. Both teams, I think Eastern, we will see Madison next week in that Donna Cheatham Classic. We'll see how that game comes out. Meanwhile, sectional opponent Providence is going over to play Louisville Male tonight. Always interested to scout Providence and see where how they're playing going into our tournament in a few months. Orleans is at Perry Central. Paoli's at Caruthersville. Rock Creek's at Southwestern. Salem playing at North Harrison tonight. Scottsburg playing at Clarksville. Scottsburg just really struggling this year. I think they're 0-12. So that might be an interesting matchup with Clarksville. We'll see how that one plays out. John Memorial having a good start to their year. They're playing at Henryville tonight. And then, of course, West Washington is here at Eastern. A whole slate of games to get out and support your local team. I know that you girls love having people in the stands, and I know everybody's got Christmas breaks and all that kind of stuff. But if you can get out and support them, that's fantastic. I know that they absolutely love it. For the Musketeers, we got tonight. We got West Washington. Saturday, we are in an afternoon game. Varsity tip-off should be around 1:30. We will be playing Orleans. And then next week, we're playing. Sorry, it'll be a week after. Next week after Christmas, playing in the Donna Cheatham Classic. We drew Madison. We will play Madison on the 29th at 4:15. In that game, we'll play Madison. we will play if we win, the other game will be Batesville versus Scottsburg. Also up there is Columbus North, Brownstown Central, Seymour, and East Central. A ton of great teams going to be up there. This tournament is always just a fantastic tournament. So we'll see kind of what we're made of. I think it's a tournament that we can go up there and compete in. I think it's a tournament that we can be successful in. We're going to have our hands full just from the get-go with Madison. I'm sure that Coach Drury's going to have a plan and scout them plenty. We've probably got the best buy of all the teams in that tournament. Not the buy, the best draw. Some of the tougher teams are on the top side of that bracket. So we'll see what comes up. It might come up there and surprise somebody. I don't know that anybody's got us picked to be the favorite of that tournament, but we'll see what's going to be in store for that one. And that leads us up into the new year. Coming back in the new year, we got New Washport and South Central, and kind of going into January. I'm curious to see that Cord Central game. They're just a really solid team. I know we left that conference, but it's always a team that we just seem to struggle against. So we'll see what we got coming out of the break. Meanwhile, for West Washington, they've got coming up. They're playing Scottsburg this next week. They got Scottsburg, and then they're going to play a tournament where they're going to play Switzerland County and Shaw Memorial. Meanwhile, we are at time is running down. We're going to stop, have a quick commercial break while we do the anthem and line up. We'll be right back. Starting this game, this is Lady Musketeer basketball on WSLM.
The holidays sound better on WSLM 97.9 FM. We're playing the perfect soundtrack for your holiday season, now through December 26th. Spread the cheer this season with WSLM. Basketball fans, get ready. The Mud Sock rivalry games charge into the new Fishers Event Center December 19th. It's the hometown showdown you wait for all year. 2 big basketball games, 1 major rival. The lights, the noise, the competition, and you can be part of the electricity. Don't miss the intensity, the energy, the rivalry that defines a community. The Mud Sock rivalry games, December 19th at the Fishers Event Center. Be there and bring your game. Check WSLM's Facebook page for a chance to win tickets.
On the Neil Tire and Auto Service Radio Network from Learfield, this is the Big Ten Championship game.
Meta takes the snap, back to throw, gets a long pass downfield. He's got Charlie Becker. He lays it down. Mendoza takes the snap, wants to throw it, fires it down the field. It's for Elijah Serrani. Makes it. Indiana's back on top. Fielding kicks the ball. It is wide. Wide to the left. He gets it. Indiana will take over the football. And they have the lead at 13. Back to throw. Fires it down the field. And it is caught. Indiana has beaten the Ohio State Buckeyes, the #1 team in the country. Unbelievable.
The Indiana Hoosiers play here.
This is Becky White from WSLM. I'm here with Caleb Perkiser from the John Jones Auto Group.
This is Caleb Perkiser again, and this Christmas season, you can unwrap big savings at John Jones Auto Group. At our locations in Salem, Gordon, Greenville, and Scottsburg, we're delivering holiday cheer with incredible deals on new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Whether you're heading over the river and through the woods or just across town, John Jones has the perfect vehicle to make your holidays brighter. With friendly service, hometown values, and year-end incentives, there's no better time to upgrade. From our family to yours, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
John Jones Auto Group. Remember, you see so many because they paid so little.
And we're back here at Eastern High School going through the starting lineups for West Washington. That's going to be Jayla Batt, number 5, number 12, Adele Brown, number 20, Delia Brown, then 23, that's going to be Leva Manship, and then 45, that's going to be Maggie Morrow. We'll see. Going with a little bit smaller lineup. Some of the taller girls on the bench for this particular one. So we'll see kind of what that's going to strategy is going to stick out. Again, the Houchin girls got a little bit more size. We'll see how that inside play affects this game. for the Lady Musketeers, we're going back with, that's going to be Sydney Burton. Looks like Addie Smith, Avery Smith, going to be Bailey Robbins, and Katie Honor. Again, they're typical starters. I know that Robbins has been out for just a little while, but she's back and healthy, and hopefully she'll have a big night tonight. It's always an exciting time. Anytime you're in a gym in Indiana, it's one of the things Indiana sports right now are kind of just blowing up right now. I know everybody's looking forward to it. I know the college football playoff starts tomorrow. I'm sure everybody's looking for who Indiana's going to end up playing. I think tomorrow, Alabama, Oklahoma is tomorrow to kick that thing off. So excited. I've never been a huge football fan. Basketball's always been my love, but to see the Colts having some success, CIU having some success, it's just exciting to be a Hoosier right now. Not an Indiana Hoosier, but just seeing the success of Indiana sports pretty much around the clock. Again, we're set to tip off. My apologies. Honor's going to tip off against Bat. We'll see. Honor's going to get the tip. It's going to go to Addie Smith. Addie's going to go right to the lane, and that's going to be a two. They kind of just let her go. Eastern in that diamond press. And it looks like Brown's going to kick it off her foot. It's going to be Eastern basketball. Get the turnover right away. Addie Smith on the inbound. The inbound's for her sister. Gets it back in the corner. Addie's open for three. And that's going to be good. It's going to be 1-2 right there. Up 5-0. Got a trap there in the corner. That's going to be, they got a trap on Adele Brown there in the corner. But she lost it out of bounds. Looks like deflected out of bounds there by Addie Smith. Morrow on the inbound. Gets it into Delia Brown. Gets up to Bat. Bat throws it up to Manship. Manship kind of just throws it up. I'm sure Coach Messmore was not happy with that one. In West Washington in a 2-3 zone, or kind of a 2-1-2 zone. And Robbins is going to throw it away. Good tip there by Addie Smith. She's going to get a steal going the other way. Robbins in the corner. She pulls up. Step back three. And no good. Manship on the rebound. And they're going to get Brown, say, let's set it up. Eastern starting out man-to-man. This has not been our go-to defense so far this year, so we'll see how this plays out. Hand off to Brown, back out to Manship. I think this is what Hunter can definitely get some pressure there. They're going to get it to Bad, deflected there by Avery Smith. That'll be an interesting matchup. Avery Smith versus Jayla Bat. We'll see if Avery can contain her. Avery's probably one of our best defenders. So Jayla Bat, unless you get away with a double dribble, you kind of split a trap and really just hit a double right through it. West Washington looking to press a little bit. This was not on my bingo card tonight. They were bad out on the top of that diamond, that 1-2-1-1 press. Gets it into Addie Smith, gets it into Honor. Honor down the sideline. Gets it back to Addie, no problem, breaking the press. Addie Smith almost turns it over, finds Robbins in the corner. No good. Rebound Brown, she's going to go the other way. Gets it to Bad, driving down the lane, drives on the right side. He's going to get fouled. That foul's going to be on 38, Bailey Robbins. And Jayla Bat's going to go line for two. 5-0 with 6:14 to play here in this first quarter. Bat's first free throw is up and good. It's one of those Bat would have had to make a pretty spectacular play to be able to make that shot. So I think we kind of bailed her out a little bit there. I think you just keep the pressure on her. Bat's second free throw is good. Just keep the pressure on her. She makes it up side, makes good sideline break there. Gets it up the sideline to Honor. Honor's going to take it to the basket. She's going to get fouled. I think Honor was surprised how open she was. She thought about a three. That's going to be 45. Maggie Morrow, her first. Honor's going to go a line for two. We got the ball off the sideline really quickly against that press. And Honor has it. She's like, I got one open. Went ahead and went in there, got fouled. First free throw is up and good. Honor coming in, shooting about 60% from the line. I know it's a number she's probably not super happy with. Let's see if she can't. Let's get those numbers up just a little bit. Hits both. 7-2. West Washington able to break the press up the sideline. Gets the man chip down the sideline. Gets it out to Morrow on top. Across to Brown. Eastern back into a 2-3 right now. Just looking to trap any kind of leave bat wide open. I just don't understand. You have any option of any player on the team to leave open, and that's not one of them. She puts in a 3, 7-5. Eastern. Ball gets into Avery. Avery gets tipped away. That's going to look like a jump ball. That's going to be West Washington basketball. Eastern setting up their press. Again, they went to that zone. The zone was a little nervous about that. We gave them a wide open shot. Good tip there by Bailey Robinson in the pro. Good save there by Bailey. Gets it into Avery. Avery gets it over to Addie. Addie, oh my goodness, Addie just got clobbered. No call there. I don't know where I thought she got clobbered, but no big deal. 7-5 Eastern. Advantage. Morrow gets it into Bat. Bat gets it up to Manship. Manship tries to get over to Delia Brown, and she's going to lay it in for 2. That's just too easy. Too easy in our press. And they're going to get on that loose ball right there. They're going to get Bailey Robbins for a foul. It was one of those two things. It's kind of a weak pass, and Robbins didn't have a handle on it, so she kind of pushed through the West Washington player to get to the ball. So now she's going to get called for a loose ball foul. So now she picks up her second. She's going to have to go to the bench. Bailey Traynor going to check in. Well, there's a nice play there by Sydney Burton. They try to throw it out long to Morrow on the inbound, and Burton just plays great defense and able to get a steal and lays it in 9-7. Morrow gets it up to Delia Brown, gets up to Manship on the sideline. Gets it into Maggie. Maggie after Brown. Brown for 3, no good. Rebound to Avery Smith. They're going to get a foul there. I think that's going to be on Manship. Looks like on Manship. It looks like West Washington's not going to try to press. I think they maybe just looking for Burts to do this. I don't know that they want to play an up and down game for 32 minutes, but we'll see. West Washington in a 2-3 zone. Addie Smith over to Horner. Horner puts the drive, kicks it out to Addie Smith. Free throw jumper. Good. Good ball movement there by Musketeers. West Washington looking to throw it over the top, gets it to Bat, gets it up to Manship. Manship's going to fire for 2, a deep 2, almost a 3. No good. Rebound Avery Smith. Going to get it. Addie looking to run. Finds Traynor. Traynor back out to Addie Smith. Over to Burton. Burton down the baseline. Drives baseline. Gets stripped there by Jayla Bat. Bat's going the other way. Bat gets it over to Morrow. Over to Manship. Back out to Brown, being guarded there by Addie Smith. Eastern the man-to-man right now. But almost at a 5 seconds. She wasn't looking. Good deflection there by Avery. Addie Smith's going to come up with a steal. She's going to go coast to coast. No good. Rebound Bailey Traynor. She's going to just pull it out. Finds Honor. Honor going to fire for 3. No good. Rebounded there by Bat. She's going to get it back. Looks up to Brown. Brown going to fire for 3. No good. Rebound Avery Smith. Finds Addie Smith. Addie's going to look to push. We seem a little sluggish right now. Honor for 3. No good. We seem kind of like we're in slow motion right now. I don't know if we're tired or just stressed or Bat's going to drive down the left side. They're going to get a foul there. They're going to call that foul on the floor. That foul's going to be on 22, Katie Honor, her first. Liza Sterrett's going to check into the game. And then for West Washington, that's going to be Julia Houchin and Elena Schmidt going to check in. 11-7, 3 minutes to play in this first quarter. Eastern back to a man-to-man out of bounds. That's going to be Delia Brown outside being guarded by Traynor. Over to Manship. Out to Adele Brown. West Washington kind of in a weave around and get it into Houchin. West Washington, again, just kind of that dribble weave out top. No one's really looking to score right now. It's just kind of dribble handoff. That's going to be a steal there by Avery Smith. We're going to find Honor to Addie Smith. Finds Trainer on the wing. Out top, Addie Smith. Again, West Washington in that 2-3 zone, just kind of staying back there, not kind of putting any pressure on the ball, just kind of staying inside the three-point line for the most part. Eastern finds Trainer on the wing, out to Addie. Addie tries to get into the lane, pulls up, no good. Avery gets the rebound. She's going to put it up, and good. Good hustle there by Avery Smith. Eastern staying in their press. I think we've got to get pressure on that first pass. Good deflection there by Addie Smith. Bailey Trainer with the steal, finds Addie Smith for 3, and good. Now that is going to be a timeout by West Washington. A little run here by the Eastern Musketeers to take a 16-7 lead. We're going to cut for a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. Lady Musketeer basketball on WSLM.
When conditions get tough, the road to adventure doesn't have to end. Keep driving all winter long on tires you can trust. Between September 24th and December 9th, get $80 via reward card or virtual prepaid card after online submission with the purchase of 4 new Michelin passenger or light truck tires. Available at Washington County Tire Shop in Salem. See www.michelinman.com/auto/deals-promotions-man-rebates for complete details. Offer expires December 9th, 2025.
And we're back here at Eastern High School. Eastern was a little run here. I was commenting on how they kind of looked a little sluggish, and they were just kind of floating around. And then, again, just kind of shows you what this team is capable of. They can put up some points in a hurry. And also now 16-7, just under 2 minutes to play. Eastern in that 1-2-2 half-court trap, looking to see where they can get a trap. Brown being patient, gets the man shift kind of on the sideline. Gets it back out to Brown, over to Bat. Gets it down in the corner. That's going to be down to Schmidt. Don't know that I love that call. Schmidt tries to split. They're going to get a foul there on Sterrett. That's going to be her first. Robbins checked back into the game. I thought she just picked up her third. That would not have been fantastic. Schmidt off the inbound. Gets it out to Brown. Eastern in the man-to-man, kind of out of bounds. Hand off to Manships. Manship gets it over to Houchin. Back to Brown. And West Washington just being extremely patient right here. Just kind of that dribble drive, dribble handoff. They get it. Nice cut there by Houchin. Houchin's first one's missed. He gets her own rebound. Miss again. Bat gets the rebound. Miss. Houchin's going to get the third rebound. They're going to get a jump ball. Really no blockouts there for the Musketeers at that point. Houchin had an easy one, missed it, got to get her own rebounds, misses again, and then Bat kind of steps in. Houchin's going to get a jump ball. It's going to go back to the Musketeers. 50 seconds to play. Again, Eastern with a 16-7 lead. Trainer out top. Gets it over to Robbins. West Washington kind of staying in that 2-3 zone, just kind of packed in. Honor on the wing. Finds Robbins. Robbins top of the keys, open for 3, and good. Eastern in that diamond press. West Washington looks to get up sideline. Just too hot for Houchin to handle. That was Schmidt trying to throw it to Houchin. It was a little bit high. Maybe she could have made a miraculous play, but it's too hot to handle out of bounds. Come to Eastern basketball. 25 seconds to play. Going to be Emma Bronner checked into the game. Eastern with a 19-7 advantage. Robbins gets into the lane. And they're going to call a foul. I don't know on who. I don't know that I love that call. I think they're going to debate whether it's a foul or a jump ball. We had a double whistle there, and they are going the outside official is going to call a travel. No one in the gym's going to like it, but I actually agree with the call. It was actually the right call. West Washington able to break the press, tries to get it up to Manship. Manship pulls it back out, finds Brown. Brown unable to handle it, out of bounds for the Eastern basketball. 6.5 seconds to play. Again, Eastern with a 19-7 advantage. Trainer on the inbound. She finds Robbins. 6 seconds to play. High ball screen by Sterrett. Robbins. They're going to get a foul there. Coach Messmore wanted to carry. Oh, they're going to call that on Elena Schmidt. Sorry, I thought it was the other player. They're going to call that Elena Schmidt. Just her first. 0.2 seconds to play on the inbound. Not a whole lot that can happen here. On the inbound. And that is going to be the end of the first quarter. Lady Musketeers up 19-7. We are going to cut to a quick commercial break, and we will be right back with the second quarter. This is Lady Musketeer Basketball, WSLM.
It's 8 seconds of pure adrenaline. Man versus beast. Hell on hooves. This isn't your mama and papa's rodeo. This is the one and only professional championship bull riders. The Blue Barn Invitational. Buckle up, Fishers. We're live at the Fishers Event Center. Saturday, January 10th at 7 p.m. and Sunday, January 11th at 2 p.m. See the world's greatest bull riders shatter records. Jaw-dropping, bone-crushing action. Plus blazing fast cowgirl barrel racing. The first 300 kids through the doors get a free cowboy hat. Don't miss the professional championship bull riders. Saturday, January 10th at 7 p.m. and Sunday, January 11th at 2 p.m. Fishers Event Center. Get your tickets now at btdtour.com.
We're back here at Eastern High School. It's interesting first quarter. It seems like the first maybe 4, almost 5 minutes of the quarter, it's just kind of back and forth. Neither team really in a high gear. Neither team really kind of pushing the tempo. Neither team really kind of just slow motion. It seemed like a little bit, which is kind of odd. Eastern was up by a little bit. West Washington tied, and then all of a sudden, boom, boom, boom. We got 3 plays in a row. We get 2 threes in a 2. And that was really all Addie Smith there. I think she scores 8 in a row on herself, and all of a sudden now it becomes 15-7. Now we're up 19-7. So it's just interesting to see what this Eastern team is capable of. They can put up some points pretty quick. We'll see kind of the tempo and then the energy they bring into the second quarter. Looks like Eastern going back with Addie Avery-Smith, Bailey Trainer, Eliza Sterrett, and Sydney Burton. For West Washington, you got both Browns, Schmidt, Houchin, and Bass. That's going to be Brown. Brown finds Houchin. Houchin long 2, no good. Rebound Brown. Going to be out to Schmidt. Schmidt finds Delia Brown. Down in the corner to Houchin. There's going to be a steal there by Addie Smith. She just reads those lanes so well. Addie going the other way, and she gets an easy 2. Again, she just reads that. She's just kind of like a free safety, that corner. That just Houchin it's going to be Bat finds Houchin on the other end. Houchin's going to put about a 10-footer for 2 points. There was a breakdown. I think there was a breakdown on who was back in the press, and both Sterrett and Burton were up, and they just kind of let her go. West Washington switching to man-to-man. Burton down on the sideline. She finds Trainer across the court for 3. No good. Burton on the rebound. Good rebound. It came off the other side. Good rebound there for Sydney Burton. Addie Smith out top. Gets it into Burton. Burton going up against Houchin. Nice move there. Just goes over to her right shoulder. Puts it in. It's going to be Delia Brown going up the sideline. It's going to be another steal there by Addie Smith. Again, just a great read. Anytime you make a lob pass around her, she's going to get a hand on it. Referee saying, hey, just slow down. Let's set something up. Addie Smith outside being guarded there by Browns. Addie a little hesitation, finds Trainer. Back to Avery, back to Trainer. Trainer gets into the lane. Addie Smith for 3, and good. She's been on fire so far this first half. Addie out top of the press. West Washington gets it up to Dealer Brown. Goes over the top. Gets it in Dealer Brown. Brown lays it in for 2. (26-11), 5:47 to play in this first half. High ball screen there by Sydney Burton. Bailey Trainer for 3. No good. Rebounded there by Houchin. Houchin gets it up to Schmidt. They're going to get it out to Dell Brown. Eastern in a 1-2-2 or 3-2 zone. West Washington's going to take their time. Houchin on the wing. It's out to Brown. Finds the other Brown. Brown for three. No good. It's going to be okay. Yeah, two West Washington players going after the rebound. They tried to save it. I think they were out of bounds, or they saved it out of bounds. It'll be Eastern basketball. It's like Morrow and Farmer are going to check in for West Washington. Farmer getting ready to check in for the Musketeers. Addie Smith off the eyeball screen. Gets it to Avery Smith. Avery's going to drive, finds Addie. Addie's going to fire for three, and good. She is lights out right now. Eastern in that 1-2-2 half court, or that 3-2 half court. Maggie Morrow on the outside. Over to Schmidt, gets it to Brown. Brown going to be down there to Farmer. Farmer gets it into Schmidt. Loose ball. I think they're going to get a jump ball. Looks like she lost it. Couldn't tell if somebody knocked it out of her hand. She just lost it. They're going to get a jump ball. It's going to be Eastern basketball. Addie Smith's going to come out. She's going to get a well-deserved applause. She's going to check out. Looks like Katie Hunter, like I said, going to check back in. 29-11, Eastern on top. It's going to be a travel there on Sydney Burton. Just trying to do a little too much. Gets that ball on the three-point line and just trying to do a little too much. She's got to get down there on the block. Just over 4 minutes to play. Dell Brown bringing the ball up. Being guarded there by Fawner. Finds Morrow down in the corner. Back out top. Again, this West Washington team just extremely patient offensively. They're going to try to make a lob to bat. Nowhere to go. Burton just too athletic, able to go up and get that one. Trainer out top with the basketball. Gets into the lane. Finds Hunter. Hunter for three. And good. Good driving kick there. The thing I liked about that one is Trainer gets all the way down into the lane. She doesn't just pass on the top of the key. She gets all the way down the lane. She's really collapsed that zone, and it just creates a great opportunity for Hunter to be able to step up and make a play. It's going to be Bat. Tries to shoot her from the corner. That's going to be a tip, I think, there by Sydney Burton. 32-11. Just over Hunter with the drive. Hunter drive baseline. Runs into Maggie Morrow. They're going to call a blocking foul on Morrow. That's going to be her second. Good drive there by Hunter. That's one thing I kind of wish that as she makes that drive, our other players got to recognize that other corner we got to get a player there. She drives and that zone collapses. That opposite corner is going to be open. I get somebody down there to be able to knock down a shot. Hunter's first free throw is no good. Emma Bronner going to check into the game for the Musketeers. In 32-11, 3:14 to play. On her second free throw is good. Del Brown going to bring the ball up. Eastern in that 2-3 zone. Little tip there by Hunter. That's going to be a steal there by Hunter. He's going to look up, find Burton. Burton's going to drive down the baseline. Kicks it back out to Hunter. Hunter for three. And that's good. Good driving kick there by Sydney Burton. Good job, Katie, to step up and make a play. Again, I think that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 threes that we've hit in this first half. Again, it's great shooting by the Musketeers so far. The Trader almost had a steal. It's going to be Adele Brown for three. No good. Rebound Burton. Burton looking to run. Finds Hunter on the run. He's looking up. Finds Trainer. Trainer looking in. Avery Smith going to find Emma Bronner. He kind of lost her post up there. That was an awkward collision. And Avery Smith came down funny. Oh, I hope that she is okay. I don't know that she just came out funny. They're going to get a foul on Avery Smith. Probably saved the layup. A bat was busting through that one. It's just kind of a weird collision. Abby Fowler going to check in for the Musketeers. Schmidt has it out top, finds bat in the lane. Turns around for two. 36-13. Honor finds Fowler out top. Back to Honor, but over to Trainer. Trainer finds Fowler, reverse over to Honor. Gets Bronner. Bronner throws it over Trainer's head, and that's going to be an over and back violation. You just gotta relax a little bit. I don't know what she got. Again, Trainer's not very tough, so you got to make a strong play. He sails overhead. 1:35 to play, 36-13. Going to be Adele Brown out top being guarded by Fowler. Gets it over to Schmidt. Down in the wing to Morrow. There's a steal there by Bailey Trainer. I think Morrow grabbed a hold of her. The Trainer had a steal. It looks like Morrow grabbed a hold of her. Morrow ends up getting it back. Finds Bat on the layup. She's going to miss, but she is going to go to the line for two. That foul's going to be on 32. It's going to be on Emma Bronner. And Bat's going to go line for two. Kind of a strange play. The official didn't see that, but it's pretty clear from where we're sitting. Morrow just kind of grabbed her. It kind of grabbed her arm and just kind of took the ball away from her. Bat's first free throw is no good. Second one is up and also no good. Rebound, Sydney Burton. Just over a minute to play. Burton gets it to Fowler. Fowler finds Honor. Over to Fowler, top of the key. Finds Trainer on the wing. Back out to Abby Fowler. Eastern being patient, tries to get the ball into Emma. And Honor, just a weak pass. They take it away. It's got to be a bounce pass. It's got to be a good bounce pass. Not getting it. We'll go post up there and then just a weak pass. West Washington works around the corner. That's going to get that in the corner for three. And even in the zone, we just got to make sure that's the one girl you just don't want to let get going. Trainer off the high ball screen, pulls up free throw line. No good. Rebounded there by Bash. She's going to get it over to Schmidt. Schmidt comes up the sideline. He's going to pull it up top. It looks like 20 seconds. Looks like they might just play for one shot here. Brown back out to Schmidt. Schmidt finds Manship up top. Brown's going to fire for three. Sorry, that's Schmidt's going to fire for three, and good. We just kind of fell asleep and just left her open. And that is going to be the end of the first half. Final score of the first half, Lady Musketeers 36 over the visiting West Washington Centers 19. We will cut to a couple of commercial breaks. We'll be right back with some thoughts on the first half. This is Lady Musketeer basketball on WSLM.
At Papa John's, get your everyday favorites for just $6.99 each when you order two or more items from the Papa Pairings menu. When you order more, you save more. Choose from medium one-topping pizza, boneless or traditional wings, papadillas, breadsticks, cheese sticks, garlic nuts, and desserts. It's easy to order all your favorites when they're just $6.99 each. So the next time your friends come over to eat your food, check out the Papa Pairings menu to save. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
McRib fans, it's back! The iconic sandwich has returned to select McDonald's restaurants in the Louisville region for a limited time only. The McRib made its debut in the United States in 1981 as a limited-time item in the Kansas City area and quickly became a fan favorite, thanks to the unmistakable flavor of the seasoned boneless pork patty slathered in barbecue sauce and topped with slivered onions and tart dill pickles, all on a home-style bun. The McRib has become a seasonal sensation, captivating fans with its limited availability, sparking social media buzz, and igniting a flurry of anticipation each time it makes its triumphant return to McDonald's. Fans can also order a McRib via the McDonald's app, where you can order ahead and pass the line with mobile order and pay. Plus, you can join My McDonald's Rewards to earn points on every order to redeem for free McDonald's food. At McDonald's, we're loving it.
If you're living with back or neck pain, even the simplest tasks can feel overwhelming, but expert relief is closer than you think. Schneck now offers 2 specialized practices for spine care, Schneck Neurosurgery and Schneck Orthopedic Spine, giving you access to a full spectrum of advanced treatment options right here at home. We're proud to highlight Dr. Matthew Stanfield, a highly skilled neurosurgeon with over 25 years of experience and leader of Schneck Neurosurgery, renowned for his expertise in treating complex spinal conditions. Schneck Spine Care Program proudly welcomes Dr. Kenneth McKinley, a board-certified orthopedic spine surgeon with over a decade of experience, who now leads Schneck Orthopedic Spine. Together, these 2 practices bring you comprehensive spine care, from advanced imaging and non-surgical therapies to expert surgical solutions, all tailored to your unique needs. And because it's Schneck, you'll receive compassionate, high-quality care without having to travel far. Visit schneckmed.org to learn more. Schneck Orthopedic Spine and Schneck Neurosurgery, expert spine care close to home.
This is the Eastern Musketeers High School Sports Halftime Report on WSLM, brought to you by these sponsors.
And we're back here at Eastern High School halftime. Again, the Lady Musketeers up 36-19 over the visiting Senators. Again, just like I said, we had probably the first 4 or 5 minutes of that game, and it was just really kind of sluggish. Neither team wanted to kind of jump out, and then we had just this crazy spark plug in Addie Smith that kind of takes control there about halfway through that first quarter, and I think puts up 8 points in a row. Then all of a sudden, it kind of just came out of reach. In the second quarter, again, just some really hot shooting, really by everybody, but being led there by Addie Smith. She knocked in a couple threes in that second quarter. Honor hit a couple threes in the second quarter. Again, I think Eastern's got 7 threes in this first half. Again, just shooting the ball really well against this West Washington team, really moving the ball well, and again, taking pretty good shots. Had some silly turnovers, but overall, just a really nice job for the Lady Musketeers. For West Washington, Bats hit a couple threes. I think I've got her down for 10 points so far. So she's right on kind of where her average is, averaging right at 20. We had a couple where we just lost her. One of the first places of the game, we just lost her, let her get a wide open look. There in that second quarter, kind of just lost her and let her get an open look. I think we just got to continue to make things tough on her. I'd say, hey, we're up 17. What's the big deal? But I think it's still, this is where you begin to work on the small things. We're going to see more players like Jayla Batt. We're going to see players like this that can really put up some points on our schedule. We've got to be able to go up. We're going to see the Austin girl at Orleans. We're going to see Madison, both of their guards, the point guard there, Corden, Charlestown, one of the top teams in the state. Silver Creek, I think they dropped down to number 6, but still really solid. I mean, we're going to see these teams again, and so tonight's one of those opportunities for us to see how can we stack up, how can we shut down really solid players, and then that's one of those players. How can we contend with her in the second half? For West Washington, I think they just need some help. She just needs some help. Somebody else is going to have to step up and make some plays, knock down some shots. They've had several looks at it, don't have their field goal percentage statted. They can't keep all that. But they just got to step up and make some shots. They missed some easy ones there in that first quarter. Houchin missed a couple there, and a couple layups there. All those things add up, and you put 6, 8, 10 points on the board, and all of a sudden it's a very different ball game. For Eastern, again, we're playing right kind of at the pace that we want. Put up 36, then you put you on target for 72. That's a pace that Eastern's very comfortable playing. We really like to get up in tempo, and surprisingly enough, I don't feel like our press has been wildly effective. We've got more turnovers and buckets out of our half-court defense, just getting tips and deflections and just running. Even just some of our half-court sets with just that sideline break and get up, attack the rim. We probably had maybe more success on that front than just pressing. So West Washington, again, that's often they've handled our press pretty well. We got a couple turnovers out of it, but they've handled that press pretty well. And again, Coach Brewer, a good decision to just bring it back to half court, do that kind of that 3-2 zone, and just play those passing lanes. Again, you've got a player like Addie Smith who she just finds any weak pass ever. It's going to be hers. going to be hers, and she does just a fantastic job. I think right now, I think she was averaging almost 4 or 5 steals a game. So Hunter averaging 3 steals a game, Avery averaging 3 steals a game. Just we're gonna take care of those balls if you don't make it, put some oomph on that pass. If you don't put some juice on it, again, we've got girls that are going to be able to tip and take it away. And again, I think we do kind of that game defense where somebody's going to get the deflection, somebody else can get the steal, and maybe somebody else is going to get the bucket. So they do just a real nice job of just kind of helping each other out defensively. So it's just, again, exciting to watch. Again, so far, a really, really nice first half. Again, the player of the half for us is always got to be Addie Smith. She's coming in 4 threes and a couple twos. So I think she's coming in at 16 points in that first half. Burton had 4. In fact, Hunter had 9. Avery Smith had 2, and Robbins had 3. I do not see Avery back out there, so I do not know exactly what happened with Avery. Hopefully it's nothing serious, but if there's a game that you're going to just give her some rest and let her take a seat, this is probably one of them. I don't know if they're going to wrap an ankle. It looked like an anchor that they were dealing with, so we'll see. If I find out more, I'll go from there. For West Washington, Melina Smith with 3, Julia Housen with 2, and Jada Batt, we said they had 10, and then Adele Brown with 4. So again, other than Batt, again, kind of everybody's kind of on their averages. I do not have a rebounding stat tonight, but I feel like probably where we've had probably quite a bit of success in the first half, really just controlling. Other than you had that one play where they got 3 or 4 offensive rebounds. Other than that one play, Burton and Avery have just done a nice job of just controlling the glass in there and starting our break, and let's get going. We're going to cut to a couple quick commercial breaks. We will be right back with the start of this third quarter. This has been Lady Musketeer Basketball on WSLM.
When it comes to getting the job done right, from driveways to bridge work and paving to construction and excavating, there's one name you can count on: Temple & Temple Excavating. Serving homeowners and also handling big jobs for city, county, and state highway projects, they've built a reputation on quality work since 1948. Driveways, construction, demolition. If you need it moved, cleared, built, or torn down, call Temple & Temple Excavating at 812-883-6644. Temple & Temple have been supporting Washington County for 77 years, one project at a time. Call Temple & Temple today at 812-883-6644 or find them online at templeandtemple.com, where you can also apply for job opportunities.
After a joint surgery, injury, or illness, Meadowview and Salem Crossing are the best choices for helping you recover. Our Moving Forward Rehabilitation Program offers a full range of therapies. We're here to help you return home safely with the skills you need to live life on your own terms. Meadowview and Salem Crossing, 2 great options for your rehabilitation. To learn more, visit asccare.com or call 888-996-8272.
And we're back here at Eastern High School. Just a few seconds here at the closeout of halftime. Eastern going back with, it's going to be Robbins, Trainer, Addie Smith, City Birch, and Katie Horner. Again, Avery getting 10-2 down there at the end of the bench. Meanwhile, West Washington going back with Dealey Robbins, Dell Robbins, not Robbins, Brown, sorry. Both Browns going to go with Schmidt, then Batt and Manship. Eastern gets several deflections. Addie gets 1 deflection. She's going to get a steal. It's just too much. But it ends up going out of bounds. Eastern kind of extending that 1-2-2 trap and really going all the way out to half court. Now they're going up to their full diamond, 1-2-1-1 full court press. They're going to get a trap down the sideline. Gets it over the top to Batt. Batt brings up the sideline going up against Burton. Kind of just slings it up there. Rebound, Addie Smith. Addie looks up, tries to find Bailey Robbins. Batt makes a nice play, goes up and hits the ball out of bounds. If she misses that, I think Robbins got an easy layup. But both teams going with slightly smaller lineups here. Burton gets it into Robbins. Robbins finds Addie Smith. Addie's going to get tripped. He kind of went down awkwardly. No call. West Washington gets it up to Schmidt. Out to Dealey Brown. Out to Adele Brown. Eastern in a man-to-man. Gets it over to Bat. Bat finds Manship, tipped away. Going to be Sydney Burton. She's going to say, just slow down, slow down. Addie brings it up. West Washington in a 2-3, extending at 2-3 just a little bit. That's going to be Robbins for 3. They just kind of weren't going to go out and guard her. They kind of extended at the top of the key and get out the sideline. The Manship. Manship brings it up the sideline. He's going to get trapped. Robbins almost had a steal there. Gets it over to Delia Brown. Pass over to Schmidt. Schmidt gets into the lane, turns around. Over to Manship from the corner. And that's good. Little 15-footer. 39-21. 6.5 minutes to play. West Washington playing at 2-3, but again, it's kind of extending their guards out in that first half. They kind of kept them back in the paint, extending them out just a little bit. Robbins out top, gets it over to Addie Smith, gets into the lane, finds Honor. Out to Robbins, over to Trainer. Trainer out top to Addie Smith, finds Robbins. Robbins for 3, same spot, no good. Going to be rebound Brown. Brown brings it up. He's going to get it over to Schmidt, being guarded there by Honor. Oh, I think she traveled there. They're going to get her for a travel there. Yeah, that's probably our biggest size matchup right there. You've got Schmidt at 5'3" and Honor at about 5'10", 5'9", 5'10". Again, pretty big size advantage. It's going to be a tough drive right there. Honor gets it down in the corner to Robbins. It's going to be poked out of bounds there by Schmidt. You like to see Eastern work to see this. They're trying to get the ball inside, whether that's the drive or the pass. Get the ball inside, attack the rim if we can, and then again look for that kick out. We've had some success in that first half, but we've got to be careful just not to just pass around the perimeter. Addie Smith gets in the lane, finds Robbins, kind of the same spot for 3, and she's going to knock down a 3. That's Bailey's 4th 3 of the game. Find West Washington able to break the press. Schmidt for 3. And that's going to be good. West Washington, kind of a quick shot. They haven't really done a lot of quick shots. They get it against the press, and Schmidt went up and put it up right away. West Washington switching to man-to-man. Coach Westmore yelling out, hey, we got to pick him up. We got to go. Robbins out top. Over to Addie Smith. Addie's going to pull up for 3, and that's going to be good. Again, they just lights out right now for the Lady Musketeers. Bat able to dribble through the press, finds Adele Brown. Adele Brown's going to go all the way. They're going to get a foul there on Sydney Burton. And our press is just not very effective right now. That's going to be Burton just hurt first. If we're trying to just get them to play faster, that is working. They are playing faster at a little bit faster tempo, but we're just not getting a lot of stops out of this press. I think we were having a little more success in that half court. Adele Brown's first free throw up is good. And she's going to pull this game to 20-45-25. Lady Musketeers up at 4:42 in the third quarter. Second free throw no good. Rebounded by Burton. Burton gets it out to Addie Smith. Addie looks up the sideline, finds Honor, finds Robbins up the sideline. Robbins thought about a 3. Reverse all the way to Trainer. Good ball movement. Trainer no good. Rebound there by Burton. Burton's going to go up. Yes, she's going to get fouled. I assume that's going to be on Jayla Batt. Just her first. Good rebound there by Sydney Burton, working that weak side. Burton going to go to the line 4-2. Sydney Burton, I think, leading us with 76% on the year. First one is good. I think she's leading us this year. I might have to double check that. It's coming in at 76%. West Washington is going to call a quick timeout. It's going to be a full timeout. Eastern's up 46-25. This is Lady Musketeer basketball on WSLM. We'll be right back with a word from some of our sponsors.
Serving Indiana means being ready for growing energy demands. At Duke Energy, we're adding more power to the grid and working on hundreds of local projects to make your energy more reliable. We've strengthened nearly 20,000 poles, updated more than 270 substations, and prevented hundreds of thousands of outage hours with self-healing grid technology, so your power can come back on faster than ever. That's the smarter energy future Indiana deserves. Based on Duke Energy shareholder.
And we're back here at Eastern High School. Again, Lady Musketeers up 46-25 over the West Washington Senators. Again, the last several trips, the West Washington coach is saying, hey, we got to go. And really, other than Schmidt's three, they just not really playing with kind of any expedience and not saying we got to get after it. Coach is saying, I'm sure that's what the nature of this timeout is we're going to have to get after it defensively. We're going to have to start pushing the tempo offensively. And, we still got a chance at this point. I know we're down 20, but if you want to play it, now's the time. You got to get moving. Meanwhile, for the Musketeers, I imagine it's going to be maybe we just jump back to the half court. I don't know what Coach is going to do, but maybe just jump back to the half court, just keep pressure on their shooters and make those tough shots. Don't just give them easy buckets. Sidney Burton's second free throw is up and good. Nation staying in that press. It's going to be Brown. I said we haven't got a lot of turnovers, but it's going to be Addie Smith gets a deflection and able to tie it up, going to get a jump ball. That's going to be Eastern basketball. I'll eat a little crow on that one. We hadn't seen a lot of turnovers out of the press, and we were able to get one. 4:20 to play. Addie Smith, West Washington going man-to-man. High ball screen there. Addie Smith finds Burton. Burton's going to go up left. She's going to kick out Trainer out to Addie Smith for three, and good. Again, she is lights out tonight. Wow. There's going to be a turnover. Addie Smith's going to find Katie Connor for an easy two to try to get it back to Bat. Bat try to dribble through the press. It's not a good idea. Get it up to Brown. Brown's going to find Bat top of the key for three. No good. Rebound Addie Smith. So Drury saying slow down, easy. Take your time. Eastern up on 52-25. Set that little high ball screen. Addie's going to get in the lane, finds Connor. We're the Trainer. I think, again, we got to look inside. We got one-on-one, get Burton the ball there against manship. Weak pass there by Robbins. That's going to be a stolen by Bat. Bat finds Smith. Big block by Addie Smith. She's going to save her own pass. That was a great block there by Addie Smith. She's going to save it. That's going to be a jump ball. Liza Stairs going to check in there for Bailey Trainer. And Eastern is going to call a 30-second timeout, looks like. We will stay right here. Just a quick timeout. There's some confusion, I think, on what defense that we're in for a second. Maybe what's offense that we're going to run. Again, I think we've got to try to see if we can't get the ball inside. And you've got one-on-one coverage. That last time, Bailey Robbins just waited way too long. We had 5, 6, 8 seconds there to get Burton the ball. We waited and waited and waited. Then we throw it to her high side where Bat was instead of getting it to her right side, which was the baseline side. And there's really no reason for that. Just see her when she's open, get in there and let her do some work. When she draws that double, Sydney's good enough and smart enough, she's going to find a shooter somewhere. 3:11 to play here in this third quarter. Eastern 27-point advantage, 52-25. Maggie Morrow going to end look bound for the Senators. It's up top to Brown. Brown over to Delia Brown. He's going to drive in the lane. Deflection there by Robbins. Gets out the manship for three. No good. Rebounded there by Addie Smith. She's had several rebounds tonight. I don't know what her number's going to be, but double high ball screen. Addie finds Sydney Burton on the roll. Burton missed the layup. That's an easy one. That's one you kind of kick yourself over. Good screen roll there. That's going to be a foul there. Delia Brown looks to shoot a three. Robbins kind of runs through her. And after she shoots, she's going to get her on the hand. That's going to be Robbins' third foul. That's one of those tough ones, She's already got the shot off. Just keep your hand up and test. She kind of runs by her. She gets enough of her. They're going to call foul. Delia Brown going to put that one in. Her first free throw is good. .2:42 to play. We've had a lot of clock stoppage in this quarter. Seems like it's taken a long time. Second free throw is no good. Again, I think we've got to take the opportunity while they're playing man, just work on whatever sets we want to work on as we look forward. No good on the third free throw. And Smith bringing it up. Getting run. They're running that kind of double high ball screen right there. Screen there by finding Burton, top of the key. Burton's going to drive into the lane, and she's going to lay it in for two. Good little pull up there by Sydney Burton. There's confusion about what defense they're in. I think two of them were pressing, and the rest of them weren't. Eastern in a 2-3 zone now. Adele Brown out top. Gets it over to Houchin. And West Washington just being extremely patient. It's okay to kind of just run it out. It's going to be Brown for three. A lot of contact on the rebound. Good rebound there by Eliza Sterrett. Just inside of 2 minutes to play. Addie Smith's going to get in the lane, finds Robbins. Robbins for three, no good. Sterrett on the offensive rebound, finds Addie Smith. Addie for three, no good. There's a scramble on the rebound. I think they're going to get Robbins for her fourth foul on that rebound. She has been unfortunate. Oh, they're going to say that was on Sydney Burton. I think Robbins might have lost her mind if they called her on that fourth one. Bailey Trainer's going to check in the game for Addie Smith, give her a quick break. Minute 37 to play. Manship on the corner. Just throws it way too high, right over top of Brown's, which is just way too high, and it's going to be a backcourt violation. It's one of those, we weren't really giving a lot of pressure, but it's just one of those silly mistakes, and I'm sure Coach Fessmore was just like, you got to chill out, right? Just make the easy pass, make the easy play, work the offense, whatever it may be. These unforced turnovers are killer. They're really killer for anybody. Those are the ones you just keep coaches up at night. Robbins, high ball screen, hand off to Honor. Honor gets in the lane, hands off to Trainer. Trainer back to Honor. Little dribble drive action. Gets the ball into Eliza Sterrett. Eliza gets doubled. Looks like it's going to be knocked out of bounds by Maggie Morrow. It'll be Eastern basketball out of bounds. Just over a minute to play in this contest. Robbins off the backside of her defender, able to get it. Well, she kind of does a reverse layup. They kind of just fell asleep. She threw right off her backside, caught it, and goes and shoots a layup. Nice play there by Bailey Robbins. They're going to find Delia Brown for three. No good. No block out there. No, there's a lot of contact there. Scramble on the floor for a rebound. They're going to get a jump ball. Delia Brown shot that one. I don't know that we had a single white block out, but a little more athleticism. It ended up being a scramble on the floor for Eastern basketball. Robbins bringing it up. 50 seconds to play. Eastern on top by 30. Double high ball screen. Robbins goes off one, pulls up elbow, jumper, no good. They're going to say no contact. She airballed that one by a bunch. I thought West Washington got a piece of it. They're going to say nothing out of bounds. West Washington basketball. Delia Brown brings up, gets it to Morrow. Morrow tries to throw it over to House. She's kind of throws it at her feet. House is not able to handle it real well. They try to hand it off there to Delia Brown. Mishandled, ball out of bounds, Eastern basketball. 23 seconds to play. Robbins out top. Getting a double high ball screen. I think it's their horn set. Gets it in the corner to Honor. Robbins fires for three, no good. Rebound, Delia Brown. Inside of 5 seconds. Three. Manship's going to fire up a three. And that is a very, very weak call, but they're going to get Eliza Sterrett for a foul on that three. And so Manship is going to go to the line for 3 free throws. Not really excited about that call. That's one of those. Now, Eliza is in a bad position. I don't know why she's even going after it. But she doesn't have much of a chance of making this one-handed throw. But her first free throw is good. And her second one is no good. That's going to be, it was 3. That's going to be a three-shot foul. Eastern on top, 56-27. And the third one is also good. So that's going to be the end of the third quarter, 56-28. We're going to cut to a quick commercial break. We will be right back with the end of this game.
High school sports are different, especially in Indiana. And these Hoosier student athletes couldn't agree more.
We all know the saying, in 49 states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana.
Well, the same is true for all high school sports in Indiana, like volleyball,
And soccer, and softball, and track, and so many more. We're passionate about high school sports in Indiana.
They're an undeniable part of our state's culture.
They're woven into the DNA of our communities. It's what we dedicate our time to. It's what brings us all together. It's what we celebrate.
And as a high school student athlete, that's a pretty special environment to grow in.
Representing your school and having your entire community behind you. Being a high school student athlete in Indiana is something we never take for granted. And it's an experience we'll never forget either.
I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Nutty. Support Hoosier student athletes like these by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events. This is who we are. This is Indiana. This is your IHSAA.
And we're back. Start of the fourth quarter. Eastern going back with Addie Smith, Eliza Sterrett, Sydney Burton, Katie Honner, and Bailey Trainer. It did look like Avery Smith has got some ice on her ankle. Hopefully nothing serious there, but just precautionary to kind of keep her healthy going down the stretch. West Washington going back with, looks like Jayla Bass. That's going to be number I hadn't seen yet. Number 1, Chloe Green checked in. And then Adele Brown. And then Maggie Morrow. That's going to be Addie Smith with another steal. And then finally, it's 21. That wasn't a number that I'd recognize. Addie Smith up top. Burton on the high post. Off the elbow. Finds Eliza Sterrett cutting. Eliza kind of works. She's going to get, looks like she got stripped. They're going to call a foul on, that's going to be on Jayla Batt. It looked really clean from here. The official obviously saw something different. And it's going to be Sterrett's going to go to the line for 2. First one is up and good. Eastern on top, 57-28. Again, playing with, really just shot the ball really well tonight to be able to put up 56 through 3 quarters. Their second free throw up, no good. West Washington gets it. They're going to get it down to Green. Green finds Bat. Bat drives in the middle lane. Puts a little runner up and good. He's got just such a nice touch there inside the lane. Addie Smith being guarded by 21. I don't know who 21 is. Addie Smith makes kind of an acrobatic move. It's going to be a no good. Sterrett on the rebound. Finds Honner. There you go. Honner for a travel. Addie made a really interesting move and kind of ended up flinging it up there. And silly turnover. Going the other way. 6:43 to play in this contest. Del Brown brings the ball up for the Senators. Like Eastern in a 1-2-2 zone. And again, good movement there by West Washington. And they get it back to Morrow. Morrow tries to shoot a layup. No good. Rebound there by Chloe Green. That's going to be a foul. That's going to be a foul on Sarah. It's going to be her third. Good effort there by Chloe Green. Morrow on the inbound. Going to be stolen there by Honner. And just kind of a weak pass there. 21, I'm assuming is the JV player Kinley Conrad, but I didn't have her on my roster. Eliza Sterrett, they're going to get her for a travel. She jumped off 2 and then came down 1-2. It's a pretty easy call. She's got to either jump together, land together. She can't do 1-2 there. Turnover West Washington basketball. Del Brown brings it up. He's in that 1-2-2. Going to be Green fires for 3, no good. Rebound Bat no good. Rebound Morrow. He's going to get it out to Brown. Brown for 3, no good. going to be a rebound. Liza Sterrett. Oh, man. She came across with an elbow pretty high. Honor. Nice ball movement there. Get the ball up to Honor. Honor finds Burton. Burton running the floor. Gets an easy two. Again, good transition offense right there for the Lady Musketeers. That's going to be, looks like Conrad. That's going to be Green for a long two, no good. Bat, nobody blocked out. She's going to get an easy putback. Just kind of left side of her. That's going to be Addie Smith, brings it up. High ball screen there by Burton. Addie Smith kicks out to Honor. Honor for three, and good. Again, the Eastern just shooting exceptionally well tonight. This is something that we can definitely build if we can just kind of can shoot consistently. It's something that can be a huge weapon for us. Bat kind of slices their way through the lane. It's going to be a rebound there by Morrow. Addie Smith takes it away. Addie looking up. I think she might have had Honor, but decided to just take care of it. Eastern up by 30. 4:41 to play. High ball screen. Addie Smith gets in the lane, kicks to Honor. Honor gets it over to Eliza. Eliza going to drive baseline. She's going to try to cut back. It looks like she's going to get fouled. That's going to be on 12. That's going to be on Adele Brown. I think it's just her first. Emma Bronner going to check in for Sterrett. Gets the ball into Honor. Honor tries to go to Trainer. Trainer stays kind of that backboard violation. Trainer out to Addie Smith. 4:22 to play in this contest. And Eastern is going to call a timeout. That is going to be a full timeout. We'll cut to a quick commercial break, and we will be right back. Lady Musketeer basketball on WSLM.
On the Neal Tire and Auto Service Radio Network from Learfield. This is the Big Ten Championship game.
Leva takes the snap, back to throw, gets a long pass downfield. He got Charlie Becker. He made the catch. Charlie Becker with a grab inside the 30-yard line. Mendoza takes the snap, wants to throw it, fires it down the field. It's for Elijah Serrani. And Indiana's back on top. Fielding kicks the ball. It is wide. Wide to the left. He gets it. Indiana will take over the football. And they have the lead at 13-10. Back to throw. Fires it down the field. And it is caught. What a catch. Indiana has beaten the Ohio State Buckeyes, the #1 team in the country. Unbelievable.
The Indiana Hoosiers play here.
And we're back here at Eastern High School. A 4:18 to play in this contest. The Eastern on top by 30. We'll again kind of see what can we prove still. What can we work on? What can we get better at? Again, with just half a quarter to play, what kind of things can we work on? West Washington in man-to-man. Addie Smith tries to get it into Burton. She's going to be fouled there by Morrow. I think that's her third. Eastern is not in the bonus yet. That's going to be underneath, out of bounds. Addie going to check in. And this is one of those, and again, what can you continue to work on? Inbound to Honor. Honor gets into the lane. Kicks out the Trainer. Eastern kind of going into that double stack. It's kind of just a delay set. And maybe this is something they just feel like we want to work on late in the game. We want to be able to milk some clock. Be patient. Make sure that we're executing this. Trainer gets it into Burton. Burton out to Addie Smith. Addie's like, let's just reset this little double stack. Almost got taken away there by Bat. Bat was kind of waiting for that one. Trainer gets it out to Honor. Honor gets it to Addie Smith. It looks like they're going to set something up. Addie being guarded there by Chloe Green. Addie kind of just dancing around. He's kind of in and out of the 5-second count. High ball screen there by Bronner. He's over Trainer down to Honor. Honor brings it back out. Burton out top being guarded by Morrow. This is one of those I think we can kind of go one-on-one if we want to here. Trainer drives, will hand off to Addie Smith. Addie gets it over to Sydney Burton. Back out to Bailey Trainer. High ball screen. Trainer gets in the lane, almost finds Emma. He's going to throw it away. It's going to be Adele Brown with the steal. She kind of throws a bounce pass to Bronner. Probably could have just thrown it up in the air. That's going to be Green on the three. No good. Rebounded there by Bronner, and they're going to get a travel there on Emma Bronner. Miss Washington's going to check in a whole bunch of them. Looks like they're going to check in Farmer. It's going to look like not. Looks like most of their JV players. Housen's going to check in. They get the ball into Housen. Again, 2:20 to play. Housen out top. They're going to get her for a travel. Kind of wonder if Eastern wouldn't do the same thing, go back with those younger girls. Eastern up by 30. West Washington picking up full court. Gets it into Addie Smith. Addie out top. Addie's going to fire for three. No good. Rebound Sydney Burton. She kind of throws away. Addie for three again. And knocks it in. At first I thought she got fouled, but that is Addie Smith's 7th three on the night. And Addie Smith's going to get a steal. She's going to go the other way. And she's going to lay it in for two. The way she's been shooting the ball, she probably could have just pulled up from three right there. Easton's going to call it timeout just to get a sub. Addie Smith was just a fantastic performance. It looks like 27 on the night, 7 threes. Again, just has had a fantastic shoot tonight. Eastern's going to check in pretty much everybody else. Bailey Robbins, Ashton Johannesmeyer, Allie Johannesmeyer, Abby Fowler, and Eliza Starrett. Minute 49 to play. Eastern with a 67-32 lead. So Delia Brown brings it up over to Green. Green being guarded there by Bailey Robbins. Dr. Brown being guarded by Allie. That's going to be, I assume, Conrad. That's going to be Green for three. And that's going to be good. Robbins bringing it up. Robbins gets it into Starrett. Starrett, nice spin move, no good. Allie Johannes on the rebound, kicks it out to Fowler. Fowler for three, no good. Starrett rips it away, finds Fowler. Fowler gets into the lane, and good. Nice move there by Abby Fowler. Just kind of split the defender. Inside a minute to play. Conrad on the wing. Going to be fouled there by Eliza Starrett. Kind of like, why? Okay, Fowler just play defense. Bronner going to check in. And of course, there. That's fourth. That is going to be, I think we had 35 for just a second, so it is going to be running clock. The end of this game will run. 30 seconds to play. Ball into Knopf. And guarded by Bronner out to Housen. Housen for three. And good. 20 seconds to play. Eastern up 69-38. Robbins, I don't know what she's doing. Tries to throw it in, and Bronner throws right over her head. I think they're just trying to get Bronner a look, but throws the ball out of bounds. Delia Brown's going to fire from midcourt almost, and that is going to be the end of the ball game. Final score: Lady Musketeers 69 over the visiting West Washington Senators 38. We're going to cut to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with some thoughts on tonight's contest.
The holidays sound better on WSLM 97.9 FM. We're playing the perfect soundtrack for your holiday season, now through December 26th. Spread the cheer this season with WSLM. This is
Becky White from WSLM. I'm here with Caleb Perkiser from the John Jones Auto Group.
This is Caleb Perkiser again, and this Christmas season, you can unwrap big savings at John Jones Auto Group. At our locations in Salem, Gordon, Greenville, and Scottsburg, we're delivering holiday cheer with incredible deals on new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Whether you're heading over the river and through the woods, or just across town. Merry Christmas. Remember, you eat something. Back here.
Let's find out. It's very nice.